Good evening, everyone. As being noticed, I'm feeling kind of angsty tonight. I don't know why, but I just got this feeling of this energy in the air because I'm kind of an empath like that, where I just feel emotions and I can predict emotions, and I just feel so much angst. Wouldn't get it. You guys wouldn't get it. I'm just so angsty tonight. But anyway, it's fanfiction day. That's right. Last stream, I asked the good people of the Discord if they would write some nice fanfictions for me, and they have done that. I have not read them. Well, I may have read one. I regretted reading it. So yes, tonight I'm going to read out the fanfictions, and we're going to enjoy some art together. I've heard they're really wholesome, so I'm really excited, and I think I'm going to get straight into it. Yeah, emo. I'm feeling so emo tonight, you know, you just don't get it. You just don't understand me. Angsty facts, yeah. You wrote one in the last 10 minutes, damn, coming with the clutch. And I honestly think I'm going to need a drink tonight. I got the feeling, okay? Brooke, haven't been around Casey too much. Casey's stealing my smile. Your hair, Jeebs. So glad you're all here. Alright, let's get into it. Ben, do you want to come over here and read some fanfictions with me? We're gonna read some fanfictions. A few of you were very generous and you actually wrote a couple. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to go through the order they were submitted. But for anyone who submitted more than one, I'm going to save that until the end. Just so we get through at least one from everyone. I think we're going to get through them all. Or if, like, I know some are very long, so maybe I'll just read half of it or something and then come back to it at the end. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll see how you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. I also know there was a collaboration fanfiction written. Yes, with all of you contributing a part. So I think I'll save that one till the very end. I'm so excited for it. It sounds like it's gonna be great. Is Brooke gonna start a seance? Probably with the material that I'm going to read. Brooke, yes, it's me. Why is everyone so surprised? This is me. This is who I am, okay?
That is you in your natural habitat.
Was Ben here this whole time? Yeah, he just blended in with the wall. Alright. Look, I am so happy. I'm so excited. Okay, guys, I've got my music to set the mood of whatever I predict the mood to be by the title of the fanfiction I'm getting into. Yeah, let's just jump right into it, shall we? This first fanfic is called... What? Yeah, man, you're gonna have to deal with the blinding light. Look, I can put it in a little window.
Make it a little bit smaller.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright.
Make it smaller.
Oh my god. I'm trying to read the fanfictions.
Yeah, there. Perfect.
This one is called Rapasta by Snow Dog.
Rapasta?
Okay. Is it pasta? Is it Italian themed? I don't know. What music do you think, Ben? Should we get some,
it's Rapunzel, but pasta.
Oh, okay. Boppin'?
Bobbin? Feeling
no,
alright?
I think we need to go with, Sorry guys, I forgot we're from music. Okay. Sure, this'll do.
Jeeves says, I purposely never read any. I skipped a lot. Then it's like, then he hasn't read any. I haven't read any either.
I've read like one.
I read 0.
So, and it has not been this one. Rapasta. Princess. Oh wait, this is Brianna, okay. Princess, let down your hair, pleaded the Prince Brienne as a trail of long dark hair rappelled down the tower. Tell me.
Sorry.
Ben, don't read it ahead. Tell me if I'm pulling too hard, oh fair Princess Michelle. And the prince, as he made his way upstairs, using, I think it's like super music. Wait, Ben, we need romance music now.
Also, I didn't read ahead. I'm like, Brian? Oh, wait, no.
It's this music now, okay? This
Okay.
is the move.
Okay.
The prince made his way upwards, using the shimmering, darkest night locks as his guide along the old stone tower, and onto the topmost room where the princess sat in a chair, facing opposite the window. The lights dramatically lowered where she sat in a "where have you been this late at night" fashion, her chair hiding her whole body and her hair leading into the chair as the only indication she was there. Then in the most dramatic way she states, I don't know who this is. You must have heard about the long, thick, dreamy strands, but have you heard that they do not protrude from my head? Oh? The princess suddenly stands and thunder bangs. Her luscious hair is a beard? Gasp. The prince lets out in shock. You're the girl of my dreams, the prince says genuinely as he cringely bites his lip. The princess is shocked as well for some reason. I'm gonna show this Mikey. Your hair, the princess said with glittering eyes. It's made of pasta. It's definitely Mikey. She continues giddily. You're my dream guy too. The two then hooked up immediately and lived happily ever after in their cottage core tower with their plant babies, living their absolute best lives. Scrolling down until the bite of 87. Fuck. Well, now you included a freaking picture. The end. Wow, what a nice short and sweet fanfiction to start off with. Thank you very much, Snow Dog, for your contribution.
Oh, music is loud.
Okay, we'll turn it down.
Oh wow.
What?
Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the mic.
Okay, well I've turned it down now.
Yeah.
You were meant to be reading the chat for me, Ben.
I was reading the fanfiction.
I was reading the fanfiction.
Yeah, but I was reading it with my eyes.
No, you read the chat with your eyes.
Okay, so I'm here for the chat. Okay.
Yeah. I've turned it down
Mika says that they love your headphones.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were complaining about the music.
Well, that was a short one, and also Snow Dog's written another one, so we can read their other one later.
Well, Jeep says that personally the audio is a little low in general. Well, increase the volume then, because that shit is hitting red when she's talking.
Oh, can we
No,
get...
that's not you.
Okay, go... Alright.
Oh wait, your audio could be louder. Go off. No, that's not it. Fine, they want loud?
It's because Ben fucks it up every time. Every time my settings are perfect and then Ben fucks it up.
I don't touch.
But who does touch it, Ben? Who touches it?
You.
Me? Ben
Okay.
fix the audio.
There we go. What does Brooke pay you for?
Exactly. What do I pay you for, Ben? Jeez. Alright.
Okay, is that better? Is the audio better, people?
Is the audio better?
Let's scream at
Is
them.
the music a better loudness? Is this a good volume for you people? Now it's too loud. Shut the fuck up. It's gonna be this loud.
Yeah, do lower. You have sound.
Much better. Okay, they said it's much better. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
How many
God.
pesos does Brooke pay Ben? At least none. Consider me a slave.
Consider you a slave.
Yes.
I don't think I should do that.
Not you.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's a good
Ben, my-
good idea.
Can you move the? Can you
What?
reopen the stream?
Why?
Because the chat disappeared.
The chat is right here.
I cannot read that.
Well, that's too bad to do.
What's this?
You see what I have to work with? See what I have to
Oh,
work
that's not
with?
it.
No. Oh my god, that's minions.
Why did you have minions?
I didn't have it.
That's what I wanted. There we go.
Alright.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay.
Can we continue? Can we
We
continue?
can continue now.
Alright. This is the one I have read.
Okay, how many? Oh, yeah, it's good. Let me shut up, DRC. Oh, what did DRC say after? No, never mind. No, don't lower it. It's good actually. Okay, Ben, my volume is at max. Your problem now. Ben, you good, bro. The audio was alright before. Wow.
How are we going for audio right now?
Did anyone see the Minions movie?
Shut up, Ben. We're doing fanfictions.
Yeah, but someone said that in the chat.
Alright, you know what? You
No.
can just stop reading the chat.
Okay, well the answer is no.
Okay.
Okay, this one is called...
A Night of Drinking.
Oh, I thought it was called
By
part what?
Lana Darkness. The audio is perfect, thank you. Shh, Ben, I'm reading a story. Dylan and Brody are sitting on the couch at Brianna's place having a discussion. Hey Brody, I know we've been dating for a while now, but we always seem to hang out here. Do you want to come around to mine? I'll introduce you to Casey. She's my roommate. She's really cool. I think you'll like her. We'll have a few drinks, maybe watch a movie. Yeah, seems like fun! Cut to Brody and Dylan entering Dylan's apartment. Well, Dylan, this is a really nice place. Thanks. We try to make it cozy. Casey enters. Actually, it's my apartment, Dylan, and you told me you wouldn't have any guests over. Casey gives Brody the side eye. Brody is stunned at the beauty that stands before him. If there was an image of what peak female was, surely Brody thought this was it. Hello, you must be, Casey, yes, Dylan didn't give me the courtesy of telling me he'd be bringing someone over. Yeah, sorry about that. We were gonna suggest drinks and a movie. Well, if you're paying, then fine. Cut to later in the night. Things are going well. Casey, Brody, and Dylan are sitting on the couch. Dylan has had too much to drink and tries to kiss Brody, who pulls away, repulsed by Dylan's drunken state. Dylan, I think you've enough. Don't be bad. I fucking hate this.
Well, yeah, you wanna know what I hate? That you told me to read the chat. Keep reading that. Don't read the chat. But it's like, wow.
Good night, Dylan. Sleep it off. We'll talk later. Brody shuts Dylan's door and sits back down on the couch.
Oh?
He does this every so often. You should be careful. She looks sideways at Brody and runs a finger down his face. Brody looked into her deep brown eyes and saw an intense angst that he had never seen before, shrouded in mystery. He felt a lump catch in his throat and he swallowed heavily. Casey noticed. I know I come off as abrasive, but it's been a really fun night. I'm surprised. Yeah, I had a good time. Would you mind helping me with something before you leave? It'll only take a minute. Sure.
Where's this going?
I don't want to read the next part.
Just keep going.
Do you want to read the next part?
You keep going. Yeah, I read that. Now.
Do I have to read it?
Yes! Look. Nemesis said that she went to read all of them to make sure they were suitable for work.
That's a lie! She said she didn't read any.
No, someone said we test the limits of the PG rating, meaning that this could still be PG.
Fine, I'll read it.
Jeeves hates it.
Casey leads Brody into her room. Brody trips and lands on top of Casey on her bed. Casey blushes profusely. I'm so sorry. He scrambled to get off her, but Casey wrapped her arms around him, holding him tight.
Okay.
Brody, is this what I think it is? No, it's not. I promise. That's okay.
Oh!
Yeah, the end! Wow, what a great fanfiction! That was so fun to read. I loved it. What? Nemesis commented on it. Truly inspiring. I cried while reading this.
Yeah, I guess that is a little bit of a... That's PG-13 though. That's not PG.
I guess it could count as PG, but it scared me too much, so I kind of skipped a few words.
Finally, some innovation from the Dildy days.
Cool. I'm just gonna stop that music now. I'm gonna shoot myself. Wow, Jeeves loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It is PG. I don't know, when someone goes and looks at
I just
someone's...
closed everything. Someone's what, Ben?
At someone's situation and they go, is that what I think it is?
Ah!
I don't think that's PG.
No, Casey is gay. Stop.
Well, that's fan fiction. If she was straight, everyone would make her gay.
Now I've lost my fanfics. Okay, there we are. Okay. Nemesis, what have you done?
Oh, no.
Start reading, sure.
I don't. That is very.
It has a picture of Uganda Knuckles on it.
No, that was kind of eerie.
So. Okay.
Do you know the way? I will show you the way.
Okay. Alright. That was funny. Sure. That was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
This is straight propaganda.
This is called The Best Couples. I'm assuming I have to put romance music on.
Yeah, just do it.
He's gay. I said she's gay. She's gay. Okay, let me find.
He's boy.
Which romantic music should I be putting on?
I don't know.
Sure, this one. Why not? The Best Couple by Nemesis Snow. Brody and Brianna.
Nemesis so snow.
Brianna, shut up, Ben. I'm reading the story. Brody and Brianna were on the living room discussing on who would be the best couple in the whole universe. On an Uber, like me and Dillian? Brody grinned, clearly and obviously biased. Rolling her eyes, Brianna looked at her roommate disgusted. Ugh, of course you would say that. You and that blonde himbo are just cringe. Brianna rolled her eyes. Wait! Don't talk about Dylan like that. He's so nice and handsome. Stop being mean! Brody kept talking, like rapping, almost like Darcy, but not quite as fast. I don't know. I think Mikey and I would make such a power couple if only he wasn't a bitch. Brianna laughed while curling her hair with her hands. I just did that naturally. Brody looked at her sus. You might call it bro sus. She just avoided his gaze whilst whistling a little bit. What about Bianca and Crudy? They've been together the longest. Ah, what the fuck? What the freak? Both Brianna looked over to see Brooke. Oh, that was me. Okay. Just sitting on the couch, watching like a creep.
Mm.
Yo, look at me beating! Brody screeched in his totally manly voice. I've been here a whole time. She gave her classic poker face while Brody looked confused.
Do the poker face. Do the poker
Brianna
face.
disgusted. I don't know, man. I think they are okay, but Bianca can be a little intense. He was clearly uncomfortable at the mention of his ex-stalker. I say Mikey and I would be a powerhouse, you know, as a joke. She nervously giggled while giving her Brie hide the pain face. The whole group started talking, but they all suddenly stopped. Everyone looked at the door that opened, revealing Ben holding a block of cheese. His face was dead serious and his eyes focused. You better be recreating this, Ben. He was there to change the game. He started walking towards a shocked Brooke. Brody's hand went straight to cover his mouth as he gasped. Could it be? Would Ben finally make a move? Brianna slowly shook her head. Ben wouldn't. He would never dare to make a move and win this competition.
Brooke.
Wow, Ben, that was so emotive. He stopped right in front of the sitting Brooke. Oh my god, this is so sudden. Brooke giggled her evil giggle. She knows which one. Shut up. And flipped her hair around, flustered. Ben stared at her, and Brooke stared at him. The intensity was so, intense. It felt to Brooke as if they were the only two Homo sapiens on Shrek dimension. Slowly moving his hand towards her, Ben placed his hand on Brooke's cheek before slowly pushing her up the couch. No!
I've been thinking about you all day. I missed you.
Ben.
I missed you.
Ben hugged the couch while dramatically
Oh.
copyright-friendly music played in the background. Oh, it's already here. Brianna looked jealous that Ben's true love became true. Brody sniffed and wiped away tears running down his cheek. Brooke just sat on the floor, crossing her arms, and huffed, clearly heartbroken or something. He lay on the couch, still holding his cheese.
My sweet darling, I'm never leaving your side.
Ben started hugging and petting the couch. You could almost feel the couch blushing. Well, get a fucking room, Jesus. Ben
I've got it.
had taught a valuable lesson to everyone in the room. True love comes from laziness. Amen. Wow, Nemesis, that was truly inspiring. Thank you so much.
Classic.
Clap.
Ben.
Clap. Everyone give it a clap. That was so romantic.
I love that couch. We're getting married.
Amen. Can we get an amen in the chat? Yes, good job. That was
Ben,
that
what
was
is
an
your
experience.
opinion of Parmesan? It's alright. I mean,
Not
it's
your
alright.
fave.
Yeah, not
Top
my
3?
favorite, but it's
Is it a top 3?
mozzarella. I guess it could be top 4, top 5. I mean, there's not that many cheeses, but yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I can deal with it.
All right, we've got the next one is by Dawning of Spring, and it's called Family Curse. So I might need a more intense music. Can always change it.
Hubby and I are crying, says Miss Lana.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty.
Someone says a man. That's pretty political, Ben. What's pretty political?
Okay, this music will do for now.
Along with Monterey Jack, top 3. Okay.
It was an average morning, like always. Everyone in the house was sleeping in. Until the apartment started to rattle and shake, as if there was an earthquake. Everyone woke up, abrupt, and ran into the living room. What the frick is going on? Screamed Brianna. It's been censored. It then stopped. Brody, freaking out, goes, "Did we just see a freaking earthquake?" Brooke, half awake, rubs her eyes. "Oh, guys, sorry." Her eyes were green? Shrek green? OMG?
Brooke, what is going on with your eyes?
Did you get corn ticks or something? Brianna looked around annoyed. Are we just gonna ignore the fact that an earthquake just happened, or... She pulled out her phone to check Twitter if anyone had posted about it. Brooke looked a little nervous. That earthquake was kinda me. They all looked around in shock. Mind telling us why the fuck you did that? Brianna shouted. You have to bleep it when I swear, Ben. It's bleeped out.
Okay.
Brooke just twiddled her thumb. So I kind of forgot to tell you guys that Shrek magic runs in my family. Brody looked confused. Oh, okay, but what does that have to do with you shaking the whole apartment? Brooke's eyes went everywhere but her roommates. So, in my family there's been a curse, and I think I gave it myself it by attempting a forbidden spell. And now my Shrek magic is uncontrollable and may go off at random times. Brianna was fed up at this point. Oh my god, that's so... You censored at the wrong time, Ben.
Alright, sorry.
That is so fucking dumb. So, bitch, how can we cure this? Brianna is so caring in her own way. Hard. Brooke sat down on the couch, which set off a small laser, making everyone jump out of the way. Brooke continued twiddling her thumbs. So, I don't know right now. I darted to the law, right? As Brianna was about to go, oh my god again, Brooke holds out her hands in a wait a moment motion. If I remember right, it requires me and another Shrek magic user, and I'm too afraid to go to my family about it. God, the embarrassment. She put her hand on her head. Brody perked up. So let's head over to Dylan Casey's as soon as possible. Easy peasy, right? Everyone is ready now or something. Brianna picked up her car keys. Let's get going then, she said in her usual annoyed tone. Ben held up his hand.
Actually, you guys go on ahead. I'm gonna stay here. I got a date with some cheese and Dokkan.
On the couch, apparently. Brianna rolled her eyes. Fine, whatever. And then they were out the door before Brooke could protest at all. To be continued? You're gonna leave us in a cliffhanger? Oh, guys, there's only one chapter. There's only one chapter. So, very sad. Very sad, I know, but that's very good. Harmony, you're here.
I'm interested in what happens next. Do I pull a good unit?
for this. Thank you. I'm glad I got a one selection. Right. Okay.
We've been lifting the
I
cliffhanger.
know.
I feel like Sylvester Stallone right
I know.
now. Yes, I'm only
Okay. Ben, thanks for that fact, I guess. Yeah, I'm just leave you all to ponder on that for a moment. Thoughts, reviews? Are you shook?
I think. What?
Okay, this one is gonna.
Oh no, it's alright. That's a PDF viewer.
It's very small.
Yeah, well,
what is this? A fanfiction for ants?
Then download it.
No, I'll just zoom in on it.
No, because then just download it.
No, I fixed it. Look, I'm so smart. Okay. I don't know what genre this is at all because it's just called Dylan, Mikey, Paul, and Gran. Something new and innovative. Page 1 of 8.
Oh.
We're gonna be here for a while. We might not get through the whole thing. Let's see.
No, James, it doesn't need to be 3 times that size. It's 8 fucking pages.
The pages are very condensed as well.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you wrote 8 fucking pages in the and really you could have put more effort into the title. You know what, fine. We'll just start off with some bopping music, I guess. I don't feel like that fits the tone. I just got a feeling. Okay. Since I'm an actor now, I can't be seen with losers in public anymore. Ugh, said Dylan to Mikey. He was crashing at Mikey's place out of nowhere again because he didn't have anyone else to discuss important matters with. He was banished from brunch after all. All social life ends for those expelled from said events. And who told you that? Asked Mikey, maintaining his inner fire of rage, sponsored by little nuisances like angsty Dylan, occupying his flat at the worst time possible. The director of the movie I'm supposed to be part of, and did I tell you directly? Wait, and did he tell you directly? Yeah, why else would he tell me? I mean, I like Brody, but that might just be my breakthrough role, and if it works out, I can't be seen with Brody ever again. Ha! Wow, that must be tough to hear that your boyfriend is a loser from someone who isn't Brianna. Why don't you encourage Birdie to man up a bit so you won't have to drop him later down the line if the movie thing doesn't go well? I love Birdie the way he is, though, said Dylan. Really, Dylan? You haven't convinced me in this fanfic. Mikey didn't know how to help Dylan. Dylan clearly needed to suspend his relationship with Birdie, but he clearly, but didn't have the heart to do so. Look, he said, I can help you with temporarily suspending your relationship with Birdie in a relatively clean way on one condition. Dylan looked into Mikey's eyes. Mikey was sitting there in his armchair. He looked very tired. What is it? The condition? Asked Dylan. You fix your beef with Brianna and stop wasting my precious time every other day with your angsty issues. I'm pretty sure you'll find the hottest gossip in town way more interesting than me, sitting silently for about an hour and a half listening to your problems. Surely they'd be up for that too. I bet they'd even give you way better advice than I could give you after an exhausting day at the office at 7 p.m. Dylan didn't expect such hostility from Mikey. Oh, okay, I'll get going now, and I'll try to do just what you told me to do right now. No need to be bitchy about it, ugh. Mikey then had a short nap on the now-free sofa, and then got changed for another dinner date with Brianna. He was just having fun, not caring about Dylan's issues, nor discussing them with Brianna. You know what, we can just change the music.
It was quite an enjoyable evening.
It was just having fun. It was quite an enjoyable evening. A few days have gone by. Should we change it up, I guess? A few days have gone by. Dylan didn't try to overturn the brunch ban, but Mikey was busy keeping his end of the bargain. The moment was here. Mikey was standing in front of Brianna's door. With a after a short sigh, he rang the doorbell. Brianna rushed to the door and opened it. Oh, hello there, Mish. You got here a bit earlier than I expected. Hi, Bridges. Yes, I believe I have a matter to discuss with Brody regarding Dylan before we depart. Whatever. Just don't forget we're leaving at 7:30, said Brianna. Mikey knocked on the door that led to Brody's lair. Brody slowly opened the door. Is Dylan here too? No, Dylan is not coming today. He's been quite busy, a busy bee lately. May I come in to discuss the important matter? said Mikey as he invited himself into Brody's lair. Brody was anxious. Dylan had been cancelling their dates for the last 2 weeks because he was on set or he was too tired. Brody found that quite suspicious, but thought that was not uncommon for a movie star that Dylan was supposedly becoming. "Sir," began Mikey as he sat down in the office chair in the room, "the matter discussed today will be Dylan's movie career." Brody was still standing at the door. "Sit down, I think it would be better that way," said Mikey calmly, since he knew the impact this message was likely going to be. Brody didn't. He just found that even more suspicious than before. "Why wouldn't Dylan say it to me himself?" Brody asked. "Shh, we'll get to that later. Sit down," Mikey replied swiftly. Once Brody slowly sat down on the floor, apparently not him or Brianna could afford to buy a second office chair for the enormous desk that was half occupied by Brianna's streaming setup, and the second half was presumably nothing. "Shut up! It's just a decorative desk!" Mikey tried to continue with his prepared speech, but the words were too blurry. Thus, he decided for a freestyle instead. Oh god.
I think I know where this is going.
A calm hip-hop beat started playing in the room. Let me get my calm hip-hop beat out. Don't make me start having a freestyle now, please. Don't do this.
No, the lyrics are there. It's not a freestyle.
Yeah, but don't make me do it to a beat. Mikey was suddenly wearing a sweatshirt with the hood up and grey sweatpants instead of his usual formal attire. Damn, it's a quick change. Holding a microphone in his left hand, Brody was confused, but he had no idea what was coming next. Don't make me do this. Don't make me, you're gonna hate it. Okay. Let's get the beat going. Let's get into the beat. Right, one. I'm ready. Dylan Bird come cause you're a bitch ass hoe. It's most likely his fault for picking fruit this low. That was just a summary, shall elaborate further. The director knows you, he's the film Führer. The beat got way more aggressive. Sorry, this is gonna be the beat for now. And significantly faster. Brody was sitting there, still confused at what was happening in front of his eyes. He had not known that Mikey was a rapper.
That's a problem.
After a brief stop, Mikey started laying down the bars again. Okay, let's just wait for it to pick up a little bit.
Is it gonna?
Yeah, it will. Yeah, just wait for it. Oh. Dylan wouldn't make it into the film because your social score looks so grim. That didn't rhyme. For his career, he did the obvious, but I want to sound a bit ominous. He didn't mean any harm, but I've kept it somewhat warm, but... Suddenly the beat stopped and Mikey was back in his casual office outfit. You and Dylan are on ice for now. Wow, Mikey, that was terrible. You need to work on your flow. After being ran over by Mikey's mad bars and the harsh truths, Brody's eyes started getting soggy. He even started sobbing. Mikey sat back down in his chair and watched him. It wasn't Dylan's decision. It was the director. Dylan still loves you. He slid into the office chair to Brody and tried to give him a hug that a father figure owed him to this day. Brody resisted, saying, "First you come into my league, make it look like you're bringing some good news, and then you suddenly snap and start teasing me? That was dirty, man. Get out of my league." "But like I said, I didn't mean any harm," objected Mikey. "Get out of my league!" screamed Brody. At that moment, Brianna opened the door. "What are you doing, Brody?" she asked Mikey. Mikey looked at her eyes, successfully trying not to smile or laugh. "Dylan and Brody are temporarily on ice due to the movie thing, director's order." Brianna started laughing. You guys enjoying this so far? Because I can keep going.
Yes. Keep going.
Okay.
I am enjoying this.
Who's saying this? I think I'm going to assume it's Mikey.
So even
the movie director that has never ever met Brody...
No, that's Brianna.
So even the movie director that has never ever met Brody thinks he's too big of a loser to date Dylan, the upcoming movie star? Oh my, have you got another joke this good, Bachetti? Mikey signaled to Brianna that this wasn't a joke. The expression of surprise jumped in her face. Usually this kind of stuff was a prank, but not that time apparently. Oh, you need to tell me who's speaking, man.
Look, Brody, I can drive you to your mother's house. Perhaps Paul and Alex could cheer you up a bit because I'm a bit busy this evening.
Oh, what is it, Brianna? What's so important that you weren't confident feeling roommate?
Bitch, you already live in this flat for free. I pay for all this, including the food, and you want a free therapy session on top of that? You must be out of your mind, Brady. She ended the debate. Get in the car, Brady. We're going to your parents' house before you jump down from the balcony and the rest of us to clean up the mess.
Jesus! She said as she grabbed Brody and dragged him into the car. It was a long, quiet drive to Evelyn's house. Brody and Mikey sat in the back seat. The latter was just sitting there, sobbing and crying, with his head resting against the window. Brianna had put the child lock on in case he tried to escape at an intersection or jump out while they were driving on the motorway. Mikey wasn't up for a nice evening at the cinema anymore, nor was Brianna. Both of them felt bad for Brody. Mikey just wrote a diss track on him. Why does he feel bad? Brody was left there standing in the middle of the night with cold rain pouring down his mullet and soaked beanie, for the cinematic effect, of course, in front of the house where his mother lived. He rang the bell once, nothing happened. He rang the bell for a second time, this time a bit longer, and the door opened. It was Grandnan. She always understood Brody's problems and was willing to help him, even in the worst times. Like laughing at him. He Greenin, he said. Mio, come in. She stepped aside and said, "Get in or you'll catch a cold." I feel like she needs to be more savage. "Thanks, Grandin. Is my room still free? I got kicked out of the apartment where I lived up until Neil."
"Yes, Bertie, your room is free indeed. It's in the state you left it in when you left us last time. Have a good rest."
"Good night, Grandin." Was that interaction? It was a strange night. Back in his room at his mother's house, she didn't even know that he was there yet. Damn, Brody didn't even say hello. He managed to fall asleep surprisingly well after what had happened that day. In the morning, he woke up a bit later than usual. It wasn't him that woke him up. It was Paul. "What's this little fella doing here?" Paul asked as he lightly tapped Brody out of his sleep. Brody didn't resist at first, but as soon as he realized that it was Paul touching his face, he rolled off the opposite side of the bed and fell off it. "Why are you touching me, Paul?" he squealed. That was when his mother entered the room. "Oh, look who's decided to join our household again. Paul brought you some hot tea because Grandad told you was soaking wet with the rain last night." Brody started peeking onto them from behind his bed. "Oh, okay, thank you. Just give me a second and I'll be there." With that, Paul and Evelyn nodded to each other and left the room. Brody drank the tea since his throat was a bit sore. He went through the wardrobe that got left behind last time he was there and didn't find anything worthwhile, so he stayed in the same clothes from the day before, what a child, and then went out to the room to join his family for breakfast. Very descriptive.
Yeah, that was good, this is good, this is good.
Once he sat down at the table full of good stuff, he was cross-interrogated by Evelyn and Grandad. Alex wasn't there for some reason. Maybe it was better that way. He'd for sure have some spot-on questions that would indirectly reveal Brody's secrets. The others present were curious as to why Brody wasn't living at Brianna's place anymore, and he didn't intend to tell them. While Grandad and Evelyn didn't take that as a valid answer, Paul did. Paul decided to interrupt the roast of Brody and suggested that they stop asking him questions he clearly didn't want to answer. It was the first time Brody actually found Paul reasonable and somewhat nice. Evelyn got offended and decided to end her breakfast early, heading to the nearest public place to be bigoted at. That's how she spent her days. Paul had left the house for business, and Brody and Grandnan finished a delicious breakfast without saying a word. After that, Brody went back to his room to definitely not cry again. Grandnan stayed at the table. Something was wrong. A major disturbance in the force, if you will. She felt it and she didn't like it. She stood up and took her plate to the dishwasher, just like the others had done before, contemplating on her actions moving forward. She just couldn't ignore this. I just realized the rap music is still playing. Just leave it. After thorough consideration, she concluded the reason for this big shift was Brody's beginning to trust Paul. Paul was a good, honest, and generally good deal of a man, but the problem wasn't him or Brody's growing trust in him. It was his potential good influence on Brody that could ultimately lead to an unimaginable disaster, the end of TwizzFizz's epic potential. If Brody became a functional member of society, there would be no funny problems to solve, nothing to fight, nothing would mess up and start another TwizzFizz arc. She was fully aware of that, and a swift action of hers was required. Grandin, no! Let Brody be happy!
Where is this going?
I don't know where it's going. We are getting towards the end.
I am.
Listen.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm
really into this.
I gotta finish it. In half an hour, she already had a plan that would sort out this problem in place. She just got off the phone with her old-time friend who worked in the Australian film industry as Paul returned home. Brilliant, she said out loud. I'm glad you're here, Paul. I think the boiler is broken. Perhaps you can fix it? Paul, like the good husband he was, threw all his bags on the floor and rushed to the utility room to fix the boiler. He opened the door. What is a boiler? Is that like the hot water system?
Yeah.
Okay. He passed an oddly placed chair in the middle of the dark room. The old lady was following him to the boiler with her hands behind her back. Brandon, no, what are you gonna do? She said, there it is. I think it's broken, isn't it? Of course it's not, Paul tried to say, but his sentence was abruptly ended by hit by a wrench to the side of his head. Jesus, that took a turn. Okay, Sorry, we needed a mood change. Paul woke up, tied to the suspicious chair he passed before, and the old lady was patiently standing there. It must have been her, he thought. Why, though? He asked. Grandnan just stood there silently. After a moment, she replied, You know, this is the only room that Evelyn has soundproofed in the house. On top of that, I had the door reinforced without her knowing. Okay, why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong to deserve being tied to this chair? You don't feel it, do you? Your bonding with Birdie is a threat to our existence. You're a good man and you tend to have good influence on people around you. Do you see it now? What are you rambling about, old lady? Grandnan pulled another chair out of the darkness and put it in front of Paul. She also brought a pulley with the top layer covered by a red towel and put it next to Paul's left hand. I used to electrocute people with car batteries too, but I was too lazy to bring one from the garage just for you. Don't worry though, these babies are equally as convictive as a few cent amperes going through your body. It could be quite a painful experience. Deadly even without your full cooperation. Paul looked at her in defeat. What do you want? He asked. Cecil bonds with Birdie and make him move back into Brianna's flat. Am I clear? Paul nodded, but immediately made an objection about Brody technically being his son-in-law and having an obligation to have some kind of bond with him. Grandnan didn't like that answer, so she pulled the towel off and threw it away into the darkness. An impressive set of knives was there, as well as a burner torch. Was I clear? She shouted. Paul gulped and nodded again. This time he didn't have any objection. Now you will get untied and you will do whatever you did back when Brody still lived here. He hated you the most, even more than Evelyn. Do just that and don't worry about the rest. I will take care of that. I just want you to understand that you will decide the existence of our universe. After being told that, Paul blindly agreed and walked outside the room straight into Brody's room to offer help in the worst time possible. After that, Brody locked his door and went back to his bed when the phone rang. It was Dylan. He sure had a lot to explain and Brody wanted answers. So he picked up the call and Dylan told him that he wouldn't be a movie star like he promised, but he'd be an actor to sell some ice cream TV ad so he could be seen with Brody again. Brody's world had finally returned to normal.
Bruh!
The end! Oh, that was
What
alright.
a trip!
I didn't think I was gonna read the whole thing,
Clap.
but yes. Sorry about the rapping, but I wasn't ready.
Damn!
Granddad is such a tool. Granddad breaking the fourth wall. So like
That thing was like a fucking short film. Like it's like nothing really bad happened, but it's like just like
I thought it was gonna be very different. I thought it was gonna be some weird ship fic, but it was actually a really well written story. So
Yeah.
props to you, Granddad Evil.
Like it literally felt like a 20-minute short film of all this happening, and then by the end it's like nothing really gets resolved much. It's just like you were just told a story that happened.
Yeah, guys, what do you think? Damn.
Damn!
The whole time I'm like, where is this going? Where is this going? I know it's gonna twist somewhere.
But there wasn't. That's what I liked.
Well done, well done. That was way more effort.
It made me
than
feel.
I expected anyone to put into the fanfiction competition, so I'm very impressed. That was scary. That was really good. It was. It was. I was pleasantly surprised.
That was fucked in a good way.
Okay, well, with that, I guess we need to move on. How are we gonna follow that one up?
Yeah, who's
Well, the next one is one from Snowdog. I think I should read it though, because the first one, Snowdog, was very short.
Well, just click on it then. You didn't click on it.
Or should I wait till the end
Oh.
to read the other? I should say read the other ones at the end. Okay, I'll skip this one for now, but I'll come back to it at the end. And Nemesis is also written another one, we'll skip that. Sky! Looks
Sky's
like
there.
it's you!
What the fuck is that? Okay.
Oh, is this written in Comic Sans? My favorite! Let's go! Bichetti Spaghetti, a saucy tale. Well, looks like I need to put on...
Saucy music?
Oh wait, you got your headphones? Okay.
No.
No! You could just lean in, give it back.
Oh, yes.
It's well, it's a spaghetti, so... Pop! Mikey uncorked a bottle of red wine and poured a glass for himself and Brianna, who was seated across from him over a candlelit dinner table. How do I say that?
Chianti.
Okay. This is my best vintage Chianti, you know, Mikey said, breaking the silence. Then we're better off to a better than our very first date, Mish, Brianna replied, reminiscing about a time not too long ago when the two of them were sworn enemies. Ha! You remember that? I'm hoping things might end a bit little differently this time. Mikey smirked and looked over nervously over at the pink shovel and blue rake propped against the wall nearby. I think he's just...
date and they brought the weapons?
Why not, Ben?
I guess you never know when ninjas are gonna come and attack.
Why am I choking on nothing? Too
What?
many bubbles. Okay. I've stopped dying. Alright, let's continue. Brenna leaned in closer. If we're not gonna fight, then what exactly do you have in mind? Well, Mikey stuttered, grabbing his neck. Can I teach you my family secret recipe? Yo, what? Brianna blurted out, dumbfounded. Mikey leaned over to grab his bag, then began pulling out various ingredients. My family's spaghetti recipe! It's been passed down for generations. Mikey was getting visibly excited, more than he had been in a long time. Sure? Brianna sighed, rolling her eyes. She was just happy to see him smile like that again. Oh, Brianna, that's so wholesome.
Mikey, what are you doing? You just started dating her. Don't just share your secrets!
First things first, I'm gonna show you my good old-fashioned hand crank. Mikey, I already know how to do that. Brianna shot back. Not that, Brie!
Ah,
Mikey walked over to the kitchen counter and gestured, very Italian-like, towards a strange machine. A manual pasta maker. Fresh pasta is a key to this recipe. as Mikey started mixing together a dough for the noodles.
Fucking hell.
A light dusting of flour gathered on the tip of his nose. Brianna couldn't help but think about how cute he looked when he was in the zone. So passionate. After Mikey formed the dough and rolled it out, he walked over to the pasta machine and started feeding it in. "Now," he said, grabbing Brianna's hands and placing them on the handle. "You gotta keep rolling the dough through the machine until the noodles come out about 25 centimeters long." Wow, Mikey, this is very thorough. You're literally telling everyone your secret recipe.
Oh, wow. Brianna giggled. How did you come up with that number?
Mikey glanced with a side eye. "Wouldn't you like to know?" Why was that so sus, Mikey? Once the noodles were all formed, Mikey said, "Now onto the sauce. Can I trust you with a knife, Brianna?" Her only response was a Cheshire grin. "That's what I thought. In that case, I'll take care of prepping the veg." Mikey began chopping the vegetables, tomato, onions, garlic, and fresh herbs. And he slid his knife into a particularly tender tomato.
Sorry, I just saw that.
Taking notes.
Scribble.
A spurt of red juice shot into his face.
Mikey! Brianna screamed.
"Don't worry, Brie. This happens sometimes. Nothing to be embarrassed about," Mikey assured her as he wiped his cheek clean. Brianna crossed her arms with a humph. That was pretty exciting, she thought. Damn, Brianna. Down bad. Mikey finished up on the cutting board, then headed over to the stovetop to heat things up. He poured a generous glug of olive oil into the pan and began sauteing the ingredients for his sauce. "Tell us the secret sauce, Mikey!" Before long, incredibly delicious smells wafted through the air, which made the two of them even hungrier than before. "Don't give up on me now, sweetheart. We've arrived at the best parts," Mikey announced. Brianna perked up.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Mikey flopped down a heavy package.
Say the line!
Spicy meatballs! Brianna groaned at first, but then her eyes widened.
Well, I have been missing meat these last few years, eating with Brooke around. Yeah, my favorite vegetarian roommate, Brooke. That bitch just loves making me feel guilty.
Shut the fuck up! "Nice save," Mikey quipped. "Now, do you think you can handle these meatballs while I prepare the secret spice blend?"
Oh, I can handle them alright.
I just knew Brianna was gonna say that. Brianna and Mikey worked together to cook the meatballs while a pot of water boiled the noodles until finally everything was done and it was time to assemble the meal. At last, the two amateur chefs sat down to enjoy the Bacchetti spaghetti that they worked so long and hard for. Just as they were about to take their first bite, Ben appeared from the shadows of the dimly lit room to remind them.
"Don't forget the cheese!"
He pulled out a block of parmesan and grated a generous portion onto each of their plates. Brianna looked disgusted.
What the fuck? You know what, Michele? Seriously, I don't want spaghetti anymore.
Mikey was equally horrified. "Yeah, same. Wanna go to Pancake Manor instead?" And so they did. Laughing.
What did I do?
Ben, they didn't want any cheese! You interrupted! They didn't want your cheese on their meatballs, Ben.
Well,
Oh my god.
They should have
You
taken my
ruined
cheese.
it! You ruined it! Well, there you go. There you go. I guess you know Mikey's family recipe.
Write that down! Write that down!
The secret ingredient is Mikey's meat, not love, savage. I'm getting so hungry. I know! Very well described. You can clap. Many clap. Yay. That was actually quite fun.
He never revealed the secret spice. That is true.
That's the secret. That's the real secret.
And then really just be hiding in the background to grate some parmesan.
That was a good read. That was a fun read. It's nice not having the
Well, I mean, it would
terribly cursed.
I mean, it would be kind of creepy if all of a sudden it's like, how long have you been there? I've been watching the whole time.
Yeah, well, obviously they would have left. Jeez, Ben. Jeez. Ruining everything. Why is everyone writing you about cheese in their fanfics? There's been 3 about you and cheese, I'm pretty sure.
That's my thing. I like cheese.
Yeah, maybe you need some more character development, man.
Nah. Character development is overrated.
I saw everything. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I just think that they were not grateful enough.
Okay, we're moving on to Mikey's Incredible Adventure by Jeeves.
3,000.
I see you in the chat, Jeeves. Oh, it's got a little description of what it is. Mikey visits Brianna's apartment, believing he might catch her home alone.
Oh!
Only to find Ben and Brody enraptured by an app on their phones.
I wonder what that app is. It better be Tinder.
Oh, okay, what kind of music?
And I'm just matching with cheese.
just another story about you with cheese, I bet. Who wants to bet that Ben will appear with cheese in this one too?
Oh look, he just did a little.
Sorry, Mikey's Incredible Adventure. Okay, let's find some music for him.
My ones don't involve Ben. I have broken the oath we all took. What? Okay.
It was your average day, not unlike any other. Mikey was waking up and preparing for his morning routine when he received a text from Brianna. Hey Mish Mish, why don't you come on over? Brody and Brooke are filming for some Shrek music video, and I'm home alone.
Ooh.
Mikey's eyes lit up as he rushed to get out of his apartment and make it to Brianna's place. He knew that it would take him quite a while if he rode his bike, but if he made it to the bus on time, he might just make it in 20 minutes. Mikey checked his watch as he looked up, only to find he had 5 minutes to make it down to the ground floor, out of the building and to the bus stop, all while carrying his bike with him. Damn, go Mikey. He likely wasn't going to make it, but he was determined.
The power of whoring.
I see where this is going now.
He would just run with the bike like faster. For
Mikey
the record.
rushed to the bus stop as quickly as possible. But it wasn't quick enough. The bus had just taken off, leaving him behind and dejected. But Mikey quickly shook out of his slump. It's not over yet, he loudly proclaimed to himself. Mikey put on his helmet and began to pedal as hard and fast as he could. Mikey would not accept defeat this day. He would make it before Brooke and Brody came back. He would get some time with Brianna alone. He would probably think about investing in a car so that events like this wouldn't keep happening. Mikey's determination managed to get him to Brianna's apartment in record time. However,
That's what we're calling it.
He was exhausted from pushing himself to the limit. He made his way to the elevator, only to find it was out of order. Oh my god, our elevator is out of order right now. Jeeves, how did you know? Of course! Mikey shouted, startling a few residents who just happened to be passing by. He gave them an awkward smile and went to the stairs as quickly as he could. He had caught his second wind. It isn't over yet! He would climb these stairs. He would make it to Brianna in time. He would be making a complaint to the building manager about the elevator.
They already did.
They were meant to order the parts into the elevator. It's been down for a week. They said it was by the end of the week, and then like, oh, sorry, there's been a hold up, so now the parts are going to come in early next week. Sorry, that's it. I don't know how you know this is happening in my life. I'm kind of scared. As Mikey made it to the door to Brianna's apartment, exhausted and out of breath, he quickly composed himself. He couldn't appear weak, as he knows she can smell it. Calmly and suavely, he opened the door. Sorry I'm late. I missed the bus. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Mikey cut himself off mid-sentence, a look of absolute dread on his face. It was Ben and Brody staring at him from the couch, eyes widened with curiosity. Mikey! Brody said with a smug little grin on his face. Ben, you'll say hello.
Oh, sit, Mikey, sit.
Ben said mischievously as he patted an empty seat between he and Brody. Mikey looked at the two in horror. They knew. They finally figured it out. Their eyes piercing into his very soul. He sat down between them, completely defeated now. It was time to fess up.
So, Mikey,
Ben whispered in Mikey's ears.
wanna see something cool?
Oh, wanna see something cool? Whispered Brody in Mikey's other ear. Oh god, they had evidence. They must have gotten a hold of Brianna's phone somehow and read her text. Or maybe they have photos of he and Brianna on a date. How long have they been tailing him in order to get all this information they needed? Mikey's thoughts raced as he began to sweat profusely. He had to find a way out of this. His eyes shifted nervously, desperately searching for a way out of the situation. Brody pulled out his phone and put it directly in Mikey's face. He slowly unlocked the phone and it lit up brightly. What could Brody possibly about to show him? Oh, Jeeves, I know where this is going. The phone let out a little fanfare, and on the screen was a man with an afro giving a thumbs up and a speech bubble. You can read this, man.
Let's keep our promises.
It read. Mikey was dumbfounded.
Oh.
What is this? He said, completely thrown for a loop. Ben just giggled. What the fuck is that? Brody looked at Mikey with a dumb little grin. Yeah, I know this was good. Fuck you, Jeeves.
It's hit mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. You should totally play with us, Mikey.
Mikey just stared at Brody for a good 5 seconds, processing the situation. They didn't know. They never knew. And he had worried for nothing. No, I don't think I will.
Oh, come on, why not, Mikey? It's super cool, special, awesome game. It's got Dragon Ball characters. Don't you like Dragon Ball?
Brody exclaimed. No, I don't. I didn't even know what this Dragon's Ball thing is. Mikey said, frustrated.
Ha! Cringe. Everyone knows what Dragon Ball is, Mikey. What are you? A normie?
Yes, actually, I'm a normal human being who doesn't have time for childish little cartoons and games.
Oh, come on now, Mikey. I'm sure you like anime or cartoons. There has to be something.
No, there isn't. I'm an adult, Brody. I don't have time for anime. That's not like for people like Trent. Mikey said, disgusted.
Well then, why are you even here? I thought maybe Brody invited you over to play Dokkan with us or something.
Said Ben, eyeing Mikey suspiciously.
In fact, if Brody didn't invite you over, then who did?
So why did I say that was Brody?
So about this Dragon Ball! How does it work? How do I play? Shouted Mikey, trying to derail the line of questioning.
Oh boy, you're gonna play with us, Mikey? I knew you would. It's actually very simple. Okay, first you go to Google Play Store and download the game. And then...
Brody droned on and on, explaining the process to Mikey. He was safe. For now. All he had to do was play along and get out of the dodge before things got complicated. Several hours passed as Ben and Brody showed Mikey the ropes. Oh god, it takes hours to learn.
No, that's bad, no.
Helping him start the game and do his first mini summon, as well as
Multi.
farming up his first few units.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ben. This is not funny.
It is hilarious.
Before he knew it, Mikey was beginning to actually enjoy the game. Why are you doing this to him? Stop!
Hey!
Don't make Mikey a nerd. To his surprise, he'd never once seen the show, but he really liked how flashy it was and how simple the game was to pick up. It activated his monkey brain, and he was really enjoying himself. What is this, a fucking ad?
You know, Mikey, the game is about to enter its 7th anniversary, so there's gonna be lots of events and junk to get more stones and a lot of freedom to play characters, Brody gleefully proclaimed. You're gonna really like the free stuff they give you.
I'm just doing an ad read at this point. 7 years, eh? That's honestly quite impressive that a little game like this on your phone could be operating for so long. I honestly forgot what it was that I came here to do. This thing is so addictive. Mikey explained, completely drawn in by the game. Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, better than girl. Suddenly, Brianna opens the door to her room and sees Mikey on the couch with Ben and Brody.
But Jenny, what the hell are you doing in my house hanging out with these nerds?
Brianna screamed. She had no idea Mikey had made it to the apartment, as he never bothered to tell her he was actually coming. Brie, I didn't realize you were home. Brody, he invited me over to play a game.
What? No idea, you just shared.
Dokkan Battle! He wanted me to play Dokkan Battle. It's a really fun game. You should try with us. Mikey interrupted immediately.
Sus.
Said Ben, once again eyeing Mikey suspiciously. Come on, guys! Dokkan! We should all be enjoying the game together! Mikey stammered.
Yeah, Mikey's right. Forget Brianna, we got links to groin. Wow, so you came over to be a nerd with these two losers?
Brianna shouted, trying to hide her disappointment that she and Mikey wouldn't get to be alone. Well, after we finish up here, maybe I could teach you how to play Dokkan too, said Mikey, trying his best to defuse the situation and potentially set up another date.
Oh, well, I mean, Dragon Ball is kind of cool, I guess. Maybe at work or something. I don't know.
Said Brianna, playing with her hair. Ben stared back and forth at the two, eyes squinted.
Sus.
Wow, you've got the best lines here, Ben.
Oh, look! Mikey wants to teach Brandy how to play too. Isn't that great, man? We're gonna have more Dokkan buddies, and we're gonna play them together on the weekends or something.
Brody clamored, excited at the prospect.
Alright, Mish. I guess I'll see you at work, and you can give me some private lessons.
Yeah, alright, said Mikey, his monkey brain once again in control, only for different reasons. Suddenly, Trent burst through the door holding his phone.
Hey guys, check out this new anime waifu gacha game I'm playing. You guys should totally download it and play with me.
Trent shouted, completely destroying the vibe. Everyone began shouting at Trent to leave. No one wanted him here. Why did he even show up? Who invited him? Everyone was just furious with him even existing.
Okay, I'll go, but you guys should definitely get this guy.
Get out here! Why are you even in my apartment, you creep? Strand, what the fuck? Just leave! No one see your wife, please, Strand!
Trent cries and runs up down the hallway as everyone lets out a sigh of frustration and relief that he's gone. Goku noises play from Mikey's phone. Cool. The end. Wow, that was
An ad read? Come on, let's call Bandai. Let's get.
But if you sign up for Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, you have to do. I don't know. I just seen you and Jeeves keep posting about it. So do they have to like sign up with your link?
No. No.
Is that what the point of this ad read was? Because you needed more special stones or something?
I gave up on
to
that.
get the levels?
No, I'm just gonna cheat.
What the fuck was this? What the fuck was this?
I'm just gonna cheat.
Wow, Ben. Wow. Okay, fine. You get a clap. 100 out of 10. I'm not sure about that. Jeeves is so sad.
Ben, cheat for me.
Dokkan Man, new character next arc.
Idol Heroes next, please, Jeeves.
What's the hottest fanfic so far?
What does that mean?
If you meant the hottest, like the
Sexiest?
best, like the one that was most engaging, it would have been the one we read, the Nanas one, yeah. But I don't think any of them have been. Actually, maybe the hottest one was the pasta one.
Or this one. It had Dokkan Battle, pretty sexy stuff.
This had a very specific target audience in mind, and that target audience was you. I think Jeeves just wrote a love letter to you, Ben.
Oh!
Yeah.
How adorable.
Well, apparently DRC thought it was pretty hot, so.
Yeah, there we go. He's panting and everything. I, for one, am glad Mikey enjoyed Dokkan Battle so much.
Okay. Well, I got one from Margin Tweak. That was the one you said you wrote, like, 10 minutes to go, right? You got it in just in time. Let's see what the last minute entry is like. You're in the chat.
Yeah.
I see you there.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Little Red Riding, Brody. Let's see what you've done. Okay. Brody's skipping through the woods. Let's put on some joyous music then, shall we? We never know what to expect. In a fanfic competition, always expect the unexpected is a general rule of thumb. Okay.
Oh god. I just read one line.
Brody skipped through the woods, donning a red hood and a basket by his side. Whistling a tune to himself as carefree as can be, he headed on towards his grand's place. Before too long, Brody arrived and gleefully sprung inside. "Hey, Gran!" He made his way over to Gran's bed to greet her, but was slightly taken aback.
Gran, what strange glosses you have. I'm just gonna read this in Gran's voice, I guess. All the better to see you with, my dear. In Gran, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, my dear. In Gran, what a strange new hairstyle you've used. All the better to look hip and stylish, my dear. And oh my Gran, what an awfully big nose you have.
Oh, the better to sniff you with.
Trent lurched out of the bed towards Brody and began violently sniffing him. Brody immediately went into cardiac arrest and collapsed in a heap. Stop! Ew! Ew! Stop! Stop! Trent went in for one final sniff. You gotta do the one big sniff. Before stealing the basket, which contained the same contents as the Pulp Fiction briefcase, Trent fled the scene and Brody died. The end. Wow,
Whoa.
wasn't that short and sweet?
I can't believe that I just read the word sniff, but I didn't think Trent.
That made me, all the sniffing just made me feel like,
Yeah, this one wins.
Not the best one.
This one's the hardest.
There's 2 evil Granddad stories now. Evil Grand confirmed. Yeah, I know. Grand is such a minor character, but every time she just makes it as a fanfic comp. Music fits so well too. What a work of art. Thank you, DRC, for that beautiful contribution. You gotta clap. You gotta clap. Love that.
Everyone gets a clap.
This is it. Nothing can top it. Well, okay. We have the Cursed Gang collab entry, but I kind of want to save that till the very end.
Yeah.
But that's all the unique ones from different people. Now, some of you have written too. So now I'm going to go and read the other ones that you've written. Alright? Starting with you, Snow Dog. You're still, yeah, you're there. You're there.
Do you want me to get the other drink?
Oh, why did you put it in this font?
Oh, God.
I mean, the font is beautiful. It's a beautiful font. Thank you very much. Okay.
Oh,
Content
no.
warning,
Okay,
sappy. Oh, quick. I gotta get some romantic music on then. Guys, content warning, trigger warning, sappy.
I already saw the trigger warning in the chat. Don't read the chat.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at the chat. I'm not gonna look at the chat. No spoilers, guys. Jeez, I haven't read it yet. Oh wait, no, we already played that one. Sure, why not? This sounds sappy as fuck. Spade, Mikey says. I like Spade. He continues. Brianna giggles. Why? She asks, curious. Well, Mikey scratches his head while looking away. You know how we're kind of the rake and shovel couple? Mikey says, embarrassed. Brianna listens attentively. Mikey continued on. I thought, why not a nice name that's related to garden tools too? He says, trying to propose the idea confidently. Brianna can't help but laugh. Embarrassed, Mikey tries to explain through her laughter. I know it's silly, but I thought it'd be cute, but we don't have to make it the legal name anyway. We could just make it a nickname or choose not to use it at all. And Brianna stops him, holding his face, still giggly. I love it. She gives him a reassuring smile. Brianna rests her head on Mikey's shoulder. Brianna is holding a picture of a baby. Oh God!
Oh.
She stares at it longingly. Mikey puts his arm around her, staring at the picture as well. I called the adoption agency. We may be able to take the baby home by Wednesday. He says. Brianna smacks. Little shovel. What? Mikey half laughing up. Spades are like small shovels, so it's like I'm really going to have a baby around the house. Brianna realizes. Mikey giggles. I like that. Brianna holds Mikey's face with her other hands and then kisses his forehead. The end. The music just ended like for the perfect time as well. It just
This one is my favorite. It's simple and cute and wholesome, nothing to be ashamed of. That was cute. That was wholesome. Oh, that was cute and sappy.
That was cute and sappy.
I don't think they should call the baby Spade, though.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, it's like a spade as a spade.
I mean, it would be pretty cute if they had a baby and then it summoned a spade.
When it starts crying,
Yeah.
she gets angry and a spade
it summoned
appears.
its first garden tool. Oh my god!
We're so proud.
Maybe it's funny because he can't have kids. But
Wow! It's not. No,
it's
call the adoption agency. They're adopting it. Nemesis.
Call a spade, yeah. Let's just call a spade a spade.
That was so savvy. I love it. Wholesome to break up all the curse. There hasn't been like as much curse as I thought there was actually. Oh, a spade tool baby. I know, that would be so adorable.
Oh my god, let's teach it to fight.
Oh no.
Oh, its first attack.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Mine is not wholesome, I'm so sorry. Wow. Just had to ruin the mood, didn't you, Nemesis? Well, I guess we better look what you've done. Since you want to ruin the mood so much.
Did you finish your can?
Oh my god. No, I haven't. I've been drinking it slowly while I've been reading this. This is just called a TwizzFizz fanfic, and it's got a weird laughing face.
Oh.
That's all it's called. You're not even giving me, like, any idea what it's about. Mine wasn't wholesome and I'm pleased with that. Yeah, yours is the worst one, Lana. Yours was the worst one.
Mikey.
And that was like the one I read before this started, so that was all I was expecting. But apparently yours was the worst. So, Lana, you win the prize for the worst fanfiction. But I had not read this one yet. So...
Worst as in the cursed.
Worst is in
These
the
have
worst.
been pretty
then.
good. Oh, it's bad. Okay. Which one was hers?
The Brody Casey one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've been covered from that one. Okay, I guess I'll start reading it. Mikey is teaching his child how to find an arch nemesis. Oh, the baby gets like an arch nemesis at the park. Oh, Brianna, look, he really hates her. Oh, that's so cute. We should encourage him to like totally beat her up. That would be so funny.
Oh my god, we should totally do that. Okay, little spade. So
Little spade.
when you hate the other baby, you summon your spade and then you crack their skull.
What if we go with those little, you know, those little fork things? What are those called?
Mini spades.
I don't know.
Little
Or two like nunchucks.
Wait, they have a name. Wait, they're
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. They're like a little... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, a weird story. Warning, this story is more enjoyable if you imagine over-the-top telenova music and heavily edited like an Indian soap opera. Enjoy or something. Okay. So we need some really dramatic music then. Thanks for the heads up. Everyone, I should just make this like a prerequisite. You have to give me a music genre at the start. No. 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 No.
They are AMA
Oh, and I'm in the
drama.
wrong folder. I'm in the wrong freaking folder. That's
Then
why.
get on the right freaking folder.
Get it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, says Nemesis.
Okay, this is what I was looking for. Mikey was in his apartment. Silence filled the room, for he decided to have a quiet evening. His relationship with Brianna was going great. His job was boring, but he was getting more and more financially stable. He chuckled and sipped his wine.
Oh.
Life was good. Suddenly, someone burst at the door. It was none other than Alpha Ice Queen Brianna.
Mikey, you are so dead!
Mikey stood up, confused, the furious voice of Brianna. Perhaps today would have been a good day to lock his apartment door. Brianna! I wasn't expecting you. Mikey stood up to walk over to Brianna, but he stopped. He realized she had a crazed and murderous look in her eyes. Instinctively, Mikey ducks when Brianna attacks him with his pink shovel. He was lucky his garden tool martial arts had given him inhuman reflexes. Oh, Brie, what the heck?
You lied to me!
What do you mean?
Look!
Brianna shoved a crumpled paper on Mikey's chest. Quickly taking the damaged paper from her hands, he started to unfold it. His quiet and peaceful world came crashing down. The contents of the paper were crystal clear. A positive pregnancy test paper? This is impossible. I can't. I mean, I would never. Mikey stuttered a bit. It was out of character. This either meant Brianna cheated on him, or he was a miracle dad. And let's be honest, the second one was more plausible. This is a sick jerk! I can't have children! Mikey yelled, completely undignified at his seamlessly tasteless joke. Brianna looked at him confused and disgusted.
What? A positive test? Oh, that's a prank paper I had from Brody months ago before we broke up. I meant to show you a horrible drawing of me Dylan said you made to make fun of me!
But I mean, if you didn't mean to show me this, how could this mistake happen? Mysterious man's voice. Cause it was me all along. I don't know who it is. Everyone in the room gasped. One that could be heard inside the walls. Suspicious. Mikey turned to look. It was a man who looked like him, but shaved, which means he was less handsome. Brianna looked disturbed. Mikey was confused and terrified.
What the fuck is going on?
I've seen you before. You may have seen me before, Mikey, but you don't know who I am. Mikey looked stunned. He was at a loss of words. This man came into his house looking for trouble, and he didn't know whether to beat him up or leave Australia and never look back. I am Ike, Mikey's long-lost twin brother, and I have been attempting to sabotage his happiness for years. For some reason, he sounds like Dylan. Ike?
What? I didn't know you had a twin brother!
Mikey looked at her and shrugged. I didn't know either, but I've seen him follow me sometimes. You've seen him follow you and didn't think he looked exactly the same as you? Before Brianna could say anything, Ike interrupted her. That's exactly by the long-lost twin bit, you dumb blonde. Both Mikey and Brianna stopped talking to each other and immediately turned to look at him. Evil and murderous gazes in their faces. Ike seemed to notice the heaviness in the room and started nervously sweating. Well, it's normal for people to make that mistake. There was no mercy for Ike. Ike yelled in pain as Brianna hit him in the face with a pink shovel. Mikey and Brianna proceeded to beat the shit out of him in less than 10 seconds. Mikey and Brianna lovingly looked into each other's eyes and held hands. Wait. Stop.
What? Oh right, this one, it's in love, so no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brianna and Mikey lovingly looked at each other and held hands. They walked out to the balcony and stepped on Ike, ignoring his twitching body. Looking at the sky, they cuddled as they watched the emus fly away towards the sunset. Another normal day for Mikey Bichetti. Or was it? Fucking hell, I'm gonna fucking switch. Wait, I'm lost. Yes, I am lost. Yes, I am. I've lost my music. I will find it. I'm finding it. Don't worry, I found it.
Oh wait, right, this one.
Mish, I must confess something.
What is it, Bree? They both looked at each other with so much love in their eyes. Too bad it's dramatic now. Holding hands, the dramatic scene seemingly so romantic. Too bad it's dramatic. Brianna sighed, closing her eyes. Whatever was on her mind was stressing her out. Once she opened eyes, she gave Mikey a sad smile. I am Charlotte. What? Is this a sick joke?
Mikey, think about it. All those times when you were with Charlotte, it was me controlling the human-like doll. I was the puppet master and she was my puppet.
Mikey shook his head in disbelief, grief clear on his face. He was so sad that all of the Bethany's in the world were having the time of their lives. That explains why she never moved her lips when she talked. Why would you do this to me?
At first it was a funny prank, but then it got too far. I couldn't stop it. Only when I was 10 days before the wedding I could stop. Only then.
Mikey had stopped holding Brianna's hands a while ago. He was spacing back and forth. He couldn't believe this. His whole love life was a lie. Brianna, I don't know what to say. Brianna looked ready to say the S word, but she was interrupted by Ben coming out of the wall. He had a lab coat and seemed relatively relaxed for a man who just came out of the wall.
What the?
Hey, that's gonna cost me extra. Ben shushed Mikey by placing his hand on his face and slapping it.
Shh! Listen. The world is about to end, but only you can save it.
What the hell do you even mean? How did these people get in here?
That's what happens when you don't lock the door, Brianna said hypocritically.
Mikey turned to look at Ben once again, who was drawing cheese on his clipboard. There's cheese fucking again. What do you mean only I can save the world?
Ah, that's simple. You're a prototype robot I created to save the world if it ever needs it. And it kinda needs saving now.
How so?
A meteor is about to crash. What? Oh, there. A meteor is about to crash into our planet right now as we speak. Or something. I don't know. I have no idea where this plot is going.
Ben looked at an invisible camera, disturbing Mikey and Brianna.
Wait. What do you mean he's a robot?
Yeah, he's technically like, the perfect boyfriend, so you could really expect him to be human. That's why Ike over there looks similar to him. He's a failed prototype.
And by failed prototype, you mean?
He's hairless, so people aren't really attracted.
Speak up, boy.
He's hairless, so people really aren't attracted to him. He's just there.
Ben slightly kicked the still twitching Ike. But if I'm a robot, how can I save the planet from a giant meteor?
Easy. Just press a button on your body and your save the world instincts will be activated and you will save us all.
And that is... Ben sighed and looked at him, completely done with this story.
You know where this is going.
Mikey looked disgusted, while Brianna looked surprised, but not really disgusted, which was sussy behavior. Brianna suddenly turned to Mikey in a dramatic manner.
Oh, Mikey, I can't believe I'm gonna lose you.
Oh, Brianna, you will never lose me. As long as you live, I will live on in your heart, or something. Brianna placed her hand on Mikey's chest. She looked at him, tears in her eyes.
I wish there was another way,
she said, completely heartbroken and sad, making all the male Bethanies in the world happy. Mikey placed his hand on top of hers and sadly smiled. I'm sorry, but the plot demands it. Brianna nodded in agreement and wiped away her tear. She moved her hand to poke one of Mikey's nips to start to save the Earth secret. Goodbye, Brianna.
Mikey, I'm so sorry.
Before she could finish, Mikey was sent flying through the roof and towards the meteor, getting closer and closer. She never got to apologize. As Mikey flew straight to the meteor, he closed his eyes and smiled. Be good, Brianna. Everyone watched as Mikey went to the meteor, and there was just a spoof sound. The meteor still came crashing down to the planet, but instead of destroying Earth, it had melted. It was a cheese meteor!
What the fuck? I thought it was gonna kill us!
Ben looked at the giddy Ben, who was jumping up and down from excitement.
Oh, I lied. I just wanted to explode inside the cheese meter so it wouldn't melt and I wouldn't have to heat it up. Bye, loser!
Ben rushed out of the apartment and jumped into the mental cheese. Brianna, however, was distraught. Her one true love had been completely taken away from her. She never had the chance to apologize for breaking so hard into thinking Charlotte was real. She never got to say the S word. She cried and cried until she cried some more. She was so sad. She just spawned from the world. I guess she died or something. But hey, at least she can add this boyfriend to her list of weird boyfriends. At least this one wasn't an asshole or cheated on her. At the end of this story, everyone died due to suffocation and sadness. Ben became one with the melted cheese around the planet, and he became everything. He creates beings, and they all shared a hive mind, and a truly cheesy utopia was achieved. The end? Question mark. I hope so.
I'm cheesy.
Did you like that, Ben?
Yeah.
You give me a cool clap? I don't know what the fuck that was.
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck was going on the whole time.
Yeah.
I just fucking picture the Ben in the story actually doing these stupid fucking sound effects. Nip button, yeah. That's how I feel too. spoof me, daddy. That's what she said. Oh, God.
No, that person's been weird the whole time. Just ignore them.
Mikey being fucking sacrificed himself for Ben just to eat the fucking cheese. That was so memorable. I don't know what happened. You don't even know what happened? Oh, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Cheese happened.
Cheese happened.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Okay, was that everyone? So I didn't miss any besides the collaboration. Just checking. Let me know. Let me know. I think I read them all.
Drinking best couple.
What a really
not cursed.
yeah,
not that
what a
cursed.
very varied group of fan fictions we've read tonight. There were so many different genres and characters. It was really like interesting, actually.
Yeah.
It was like the most diverse spread we've had for our fanfic competition. So thank you guys. All right.
I think the collab turned out comprehensive.
Well, all right. A few of you on the Discord wrote a collab. Curse Gang's Franken Baby fanfic. All right. I think it was Nemesis, Jeeves, Lana, Lana's husband, and who am I missing? Oh, Snow Dog. I think you were part of it. Tell me if I missed. We're gonna read it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how this goes. Alright, I think this one should be sad, or I don't know. What do we got here?
Ah! I just read the first line, so yeah, just
go sad.
In your head.
Nemesis's entry, by the way. Walking around the streets with no clear destination in mind, Bethany looked like a depressed human or zombie. She had been feeling weird lately. Her feelings were conflicted. She loved Mikey. He was the perfect man. But ever since the Christmas party, she hadn't been able to forget Casey. Oh, how her dead inside stare and aura of loneliness and sadness completely drew Bethany in. But she had been infatuated with Mikey Bichetti for as long as she could remember. She had to forget about Casey. Mikey was hers. Brianna needed to stay away from her man. Random guy. That could be you, Ben.
Okay. Hey, ma'am, do you know where the ice cream place is?
Her thoughts were interrupted by some guy questioning him. Bethany looked at him disgusted. There was this random guy in the middle of the street asking her out. Ew, do you think this is an appropriate time to flirt with me?
What? I was just asking.
That's the problem. You were asking. Can't you see I'm busy trying to balance the negativity surrounding this planet with my positivity? You wouldn't know this because you're not an empath like me.
The guy looked horrified at this clearly rambling, crazy woman. And before he could leave, Brianna flicked her wrist and he instantly exploded into a pile of flowers. Looking shocked at what she had done, it seemed Bethany's empath powers had evolved into something more powerful, more dangerous. Grinning like a Grinch, she started rubbing her hands together in a clearly villainous, empathetic way.
I know what I have to do.
This is Snow Dog's entry now.
Improv.
From her bag, she reached in and pulls out 2 handfuls of bootleg healing crystals. No approved therapeutic claims. She chants in tongues as the crystals disintegrate and fuels her new form. Her body glows like one of those in the Wings Club transformation scenes, and she becomes ultra empathetic. The superhero, not demon, who can use the souls of those who've wavered to her, the damned, for manipulating people's emotions and making them feel the way they're supposed to, not a demon. With this power, Bethany, or ultra empathetic perhaps, has made others feel worse about themselves for eating meat, supporting corporations, and not dedicating their free times to being an empath like her.
The turtles.
So with her transformation complete, she walked to the apartment of the only person in her heart, in a Darcy Speed voice. Turns out the power she gets from these crystals allegedly aren't visible to the mortal plane, so she doesn't really have any visible powers to get her through this whole dance transformation thing. She just kind of looks like she danced and nothing changed, but she does allegedly get emotional manipulation powers from it, according to her, but who cares about the details? Back to cinematic narrator voice. Anyway, she walked heroically towards the apartment of her one true love, Mikey Bichetti. Transition to Mikey's apartment. Lana's entry. Unbeknownst to Bethany, Mikey's apartment was completely empty. So when she used her newfound empathetic powers to slam open the door, she was shocked. No clothes, no kitchenware, no furniture, no anything. It was completely and utterly barren. What happened? Mikey should be here. If he was moving, I would have known. I would have known! She screamed at the empty apartment. Cut to Mikey. Mikey, growing tired of Bethany's wiles, had heard of an anti-empath league hidden in the Himalayas. For the last few weeks, he had been training with the masters to become the ultimate empath disabler. Spurred on by Brianna, he had advanced far enough ahead of any of the other students, quickly mastering the art. Surely, he thought, I am ready to take on Bethany now.
Oh no, that's someone who is...
When he arrived back at town, instead of moving back into his old place, he found a better idea to rent a new place somewhere that Bethany wouldn't find him. Unfortunately, Bethany found him quickly. Crumb's entry. Bethany scoped out Mikey's new place with binoculars, sitting in a car across the road.
Maybe this is my arc,
She mumbled to herself.
At least I have a better chance to trap Mikey now. I need to force him to understand my love for him.
She caught a glimpse of Mikey's slender form, glancing furtively over his shoulder as he unlocked the door to his new apartment.
I've got you now, Mikey Buchetti!
She yells, then immediately covers her mouth. Meanwhile, Mikey had just walked into his apartment gingerly, looking around and jumping at moving shadows. Are there any empaths here who want to kidnap me? He hesitantly says in a forced whisper. He quietly checks all the rooms of the apartment, then breathes a sigh of relief and lays down on the bed to rest. Jeeves' entry. Just then, Bethany came crashing through the ceiling. Her new powers had become unstable, and she wasn't going to let Mikey get away from her anymore. Mikey desperately tried to fight back against her new abilities, but was being overtaken. Her powers had grown much stronger than he had anticipated. What is this power? The monks never prepared me for this! Mikey cried, desperately trying to hold out.
Mikey, you're mine, and nothing can stop! Nothing! Not even Brianna Bridges can keep you from me!
Screamed Bethany as she began to grow even more powerful. Just then, Brianna came rushing into Mikey's new apartment.
Mish, lend me your energy. I'll finish her in one punch, man!
Exclaimed Brianna as she began drawing the power for an all-out desperate attack. Brianna! Oh wait.
Brianna, you can never hope to defeat me now! I have tapped into the empathy of the universe!
Roared Bethany as she began to collapse the building around them. Just then, Brianna's attack was done charging. She pulled her fist back, ready to unleash one savage punch.
And I've tapped into all the pettiness in the universe, bitch! Eat this!
Brianna shouted as her fist crashed into Bethany's face.
Bruh.
Bethany shattered to pieces like one of her cheap crystals under the weight and pettiness of Brianna's fist. It was finally over. Bethany was no more, and Brianna walked over to Mikey and helped him to his feet. They embraced and shared a tender kiss as tiny particles of crystals showered them in a beautiful display.
Damn.
And
That's like, where's Bethany? There, 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 there.
yay! Wow, that was beautiful,
How exciting.
guys. That was
Punching so hard Bethany that she turns into stardust.
That actually was like a cohesive fan fiction. I was surprised. I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of random bullshit, but you actually all managed to write something together. I'm so proud of you, of this teamwork.
I'm so proud of this community.
I'm so proud of this community. It's amazing. It is amazing. Go, Bethany, go. Our baby is flourishing. Pettiness is better than empathy. Clearly.
Yeah.
The fucking music was perfect. Yeah, it was. It did seem to fit somehow. Yes, we'll give it another clap. We'll give it another clap. That was great. That was. How many of you were a part of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, you got 5 people.
Yeah.
As a last minute thing to write this fanfiction before the stream started.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
She did spread her positivity when she turned into Stardust. So beautiful. I feel like a part of a team of screenwriters. Let's go! It was actually well written.
Yeah, no, it was pretty
It
good.
was actually cohesively written. I'm actually impressed. Yes.
You're impressed.
Good job, guys. Well, that is it. We've finished the fanfictions.
Yay!
That was actually a
Well
good
done,
time in the stream.
people.
So thank you so much to everyone who entered, because I had fun reading most of them. Lana. Yours was terrifying though. So you win the prize for the most cursed.
Yeah, well, I feel that if
God.
that is the most cursed, it's like not bad. Could have been worse.
It's gonna haunt me for a while. So
Why? Because they turned tasty.
now I'm gonna oh god. Writing so soon. Oh, I'm talking shit for a little bit. Give me 10 minutes. But yeah, now I will go through them all again, pick some of my favorite scenes, and try and put it
Create
together.
something.
Yeah, try and put it all together in one big cohesive storyline. So we'll have a little collaboration together, guys.
Aw.
And if I can work productively, it'll be out on Friday. If not, expect next Tuesday. Because the fanfic videos do take a while, because there's usually like a lot of characters and different scenes and stuff. So we'll see how it go. Aim for Friday. Let's see. And we might make it a little premiere too, so we can all enjoy the fanfictions again. We can enjoy them again.
Yes.
Take your time. Thank you, teens. So, yeah, I will. I'll make sure it is everything is properly represented.
Really represented.
So it's out tomorrow. Yeah. Wow, DRC. Wow. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. I really that was quite enjoyable. It was somehow less cursed than last time. I can't believe it. I was sure I was in for the worst.
Yeah,
time
it turned
ever.
out really good.
But you guys can write stuff. I'm actually impressed. I'm glad that mine was the most cursed. That was my goal. Well,
good job, I guess.
Lana, I'm so happy that you achieved your goal. Okay, I'm so happy for you that you made us all suffer reading that. It was so scary. I couldn't even read the last line. Lana. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
Because they shared a kiss, right?
Yeah, they should. I don't want to think about it. That's true, actually. Last fanfic competition was so goddamn cursed, especially Trent's fanfic. I know. So I just thought I was expecting it to be worse than last time. I was like, oh god. Are you proud of us for staying PG? I am proud and surprised.
Yeah.
A proud period. Like Mike and Brianna are adopting their spade baby.
Yeah. Oh.
We went as cursed, we're growing. Oh, you all had some character development. Isn't that so wholesome? Mine was a telenova, incomprehensible, and full of plot twists. I'm proud. Yes, both of your works were very beautiful. Actually, you pretty much wrote 2.5. So did you, Snow Dog. So I'm proud.
That was good.
Impressed.
It was good. It was
I'm
good.
very impressed. Nana, if you're still around, holy
There it
shit.
is.
Your fanfic was...
Everyone did something and people have evolved a bit in their writing.
They did kiss. I think you skipped it.
Yeah, she skipped it, I remember.
Oh no, I skipped it. I guess if you want to read Lana's fanfic with the parts I skipped, you're going to have to go and read it yourself in the Fanfics channel of Discord. Yeah. Okay? You really, really want to read that? Well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up now. So, thanks guys for joining, and I think you cured my angst, so I won't be emo next time. They kiss. I know there was a few kisses. Oh my god, it was a bit much. It was a bit much. So much kissing. Wow, so much for reading them all. SMH my head. I didn't read them all, Lana. I just didn't read the last line of your fanfiction or the kissing part, apparently. And thanks for joining, and I'll see you all next week. So until then, stay cursed, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go. Bye.
Let's go, Kia.
Get your cheese, baby.